Good. Anybody got a funny story?
My girlfriend took me to a winery today.
Uh-oh.
We did some wine tasting. Yeah, it was fun. Like, but the not cool thing was that I didn't have I didn't have breakfast.
So you're shit-faced by one.
So yeah, I spent the day puking.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here again with Oh my god, I almost said Breaking Bad. With Better Call Saul, season 1, episode 5. Intros. I'm Kevin. You got Tom over there, Katie, and Blue. Tom, last episode, bring us back.
Last episode was called Hero. In a flashback to Cicero, Jimmy and his partner in crime, Marco, use a fake Rolex watch to con a bar patron. In 2002, the Kettlemans agreed to return home and pay Jimmy $30,000 to ignore their stolen funds. Jimmy gets an embittered Nacho released from jail. He then uses his ill-gotten gains to compete with HHM by creating a billboard that mimics HHM's logo and Howard's signature look. This results in a cease and desist order from Jimmy, and Jimmy is required to remove the advertisement. He tries to generate sympathetic media coverage by faking the rescue of a worker who is removing the billboard. To Howard's disgust, Jimmy's scam generates positive local news coverage and new clients. Jimmy hides the scam from Chuck, but he learns of it after stealing the neighbor's newspaper, and he did technically leave money for them, but yeah.
Yeah, that scene was funny, where the lady was like, she's just watching an aluminium cloak walking around.
Yeah, aluminium.
So yeah, that's where we're at.
Do you think Saul wins the case?
Saul wins the case?
Like him against the big corporate thing.
I think in some way he's gonna. I think what's the guy's name that he was taking over the likeness of for the billboard?
Howard.
I think he takes him down in some way.
Mm.
Somehow, he doesn't like him. Howard clearly doesn't like Saul. He doesn't like Jimmy. He doesn't like the McGills.
like you don't hear about the company, and Breaking Bad. So I think, yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
I think something happens with him. I mean, obviously he's fighting with him, but he becomes Saul Goodman, so he doesn't need their likeness anymore. At some point, I don't know when that happens, but I'm sure something happens, whether it's good or bad, but it involves H&M or whatever it is,
and
whatever her name is, Kim,
or whatever it is.
It's HHM.
And we're not spoiled, guys, by this. We're using common sense here, okay? So, yeah.
Which is a pretty good call on the scam from the billboard.
Yeah, I forgot
that
about
was
that.
That was pretty good.
Someone's gonna say I unconsciously said that, even though.
Well, you did say that the Tuco thing, and I know you watched the first episode of Better Call Saul, and you didn't know that it was Tuco, but
I didn't know. Maybe it was me unconsciously, but I seriously didn't know.
Look, I'm sorry, but the episode starts with them scamming a guy, and then Jimmy happens to have a camera set up when they're taking. I mean, for you to deduce that he's, running a scam is not a reach. That is not subconscious. That's pretty blaringly obvious.
I know, but just so that
we're good.
Yeah, just clearing the air here.
I clicked shit. Sorry, so I got to cut down on as many curses. YouTube. I don't like that. Doesn't like that sugar. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. You ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Trash time. A lizard with $5. She called the police over it? I mean, technically, it's theft.
Sir, we'd like to talk with you for a minute. Could you open the door, please?
I can't go outside or be exposed to what's out there.
You were able to come outside to steal your neighbor's newspaper.
I didn't. Officer, let's talk about something called probable cause. As I'm sure you know, in the state of New Mexico, there was a 2-part test to determine whether police officers.
Hey, Tommy, come around here, would you?
There's the stolen paper, or it's something else.
Yeah, I don't know what else it would be at this point.
Check this out.
Oh.
A whole lot of camp stove fuel. Guy sure as shit sounds like a tweaker.
You see what he did to the breaker box?
Is he coming out or are we going in?
You got 10 seconds to open this door or it's coming down. You hear me?
There's your warrant.
Final warning.
Okay, I'll let you in, but you have to leave your electronic devices outside. No phones, no walkie-talkies, no flashlights. Definitely no tasers. I can't emphasize that enough.
They pull their tasers out.
Look, I'll give the paper back. Look.
Is Saul gonna represent him?
Yeah?
James McGill to see Mr. Richard Sipes.
Ricky. Call me Ricky. Come on in.
It's a damn travesty. That's what it is.
It's a lovely room of
Well,
death.
that may be. But
Ace Ventura.
I refuse to get
Poking their big fat nose into every mother-loving hire. It's damned oppressive.
It's tragic. It's un-American.
Jim, I think you are just the lawyer I need. Because I got me a case. Major, I say a major case.
I say.
I said.
Clear your calendar. I want to secede from the United States. I got 1,100 acres of property here. Self-sustaining with solar power and wells. A sovereign state immune to the business-killing regulations of the country in which it geographically lies. We are going to be America's Vatican City.
1,100 acres ain't that
Ricky?
big.
I'm your man.
What?
Yeah.
Give me a retainer.
Let's do this. Let's show them all. Yeehaw! 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 Yes, we are doing this.
Let's talk turkey. What's your rate?
480.
$450 an hour.
The hell with hourly. I want you on retainer. How about 1 million even? 500 up front and 500 when we're done.
$1 million. That seems
A little bit low.
fair.
Bro, like he wants to be his own country. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh my god.
All this from
There you
Scam
go.
Billboard.
In his currency.
Tax-free and backed by the full
Oh my
faith and
God.
credit of the sovereign Sandia Republic.
What the fuck can I buy here? Sorry, what the fudge?
Thanks so much for coming. Roland J. Cox. Roland.
Hey, Roland. Great to meet you.
Roland
You
J.
can call me Jimmy.
Cox.
Jimmy, absolutely. Hello. Please, come on in.
I do so many patent cases, I should probably just go ahead and specialize already. So what do we got?
Better not be a.
I feel silly asking this, but before I show you my invention, would you mind signing a non-disclosure agreement?
You got it.
Ready?
But it's not, because it said Fisher Price. Oh, it's a toilet.
Oh my god.
I may have seen
Oh,
one of
it's so
these
black.
before.
Not like this. Meet Tony the Toilet Buddy. And when you sit down to do your business, this is how he works.
Oh, yeah, that's the way. Gosh, you're big. You're so big. My goodness. Look at you.
It's the mix of the two.
Fill me up, Chandler. Put it in me.
Oh my
Chandler's
god.
my youngest.
Oh
Loves
my
it.
god. Sounds so sexual.
Give it to me,
Oh my
Chandler.
god.
I want it all.
It's a little
Shitty.
sexual, maybe.
Sexual? What is that?
Suggestive, maybe. Maybe that's a better word.
Get out.
You're completely disgusting, you know that?
Hey, buddy, you're the one with the sex toilet. Hey, you know what? I hope you do make a fortune, because Chandler's going to need it to help pay for his therapy.
I found the Alpine Shepherd boy.
Should be there in a minute.
What? Is that actually a thing?
Yeah, the stair lift.
Wow. Oh my.
No, you just stay put. I'll be right over.
Yes.
Now, the shepherd boy Hummel, that's going to go to your nephew Clarence?
As long as he finishes college. If he drops out, it goes to my niece Raylene. But then Raylene doesn't get the girl.
The girl with the geese. Yeah, no, then that would go to your cousin Helen, so long as she never remarries Frederick?
Exactly. And here I thought all lawyers were idiots.
Huh, no, only half of us are idiots. The other half are crooks.
Aren't you a spicy one?
You a spicy
If I
one.
were 40 years younger,
Oh, boy.
I'd have you buy me a pina colada.
Well, if you want me to draw up a DNR, I'll bring a blender and some pineapple.
I knew I'd like you when I
TNR?
saw how you saved that poor man on the television.
Now, my fee is $140.
Shall we continue, Mr. McGill?
Yes. Yes, we shall, Mrs. Strauss.
Put it on the
Yeah, okay, that's a start, no? Like,
I can't help it if your toes are too small. They should all be the same size. Size of the big toe. That's
Kim.
what I can do.
Yeah, that would be attractive.
Oh, where does it end? Oh, don't stop, Chandler. Don't stop. Ooh, here it comes. Oh, what is that? Is that a piece of corn?
No.
Did you eat corn, Chandler? Is that a
disgusting.
niblet I see, Chandler?
No.
Too much?
Getting old sucks. Seniors need someone on their side.
Amen.
maybe that's why he's friends with Mike, because he's
It's
a
Howard.
senior lawyer.
What the hell does he want?
I don't.
Hi, Howard. No, I mean, I haven't, Oh my God, when? Yeah, okay, I'll see if I can, track Jimmy down. I'll call you back. Sure. It's Chuck.
Oh, yeah. You get arrested. Or put on hold.
Your new client.
All of this needs to stay on.
No electricity. You understand?
No, it needs to be on. I'm getting security.
No, wait. No, wait.
Why is this going out?
Jimmy. Jimmy.
Are you ready to calm down now?
Yes, his name is Jimmy, and yes, he is going to calm down.
I need you to say the words, Jimmy. I need to hear it from you.
I'm calm, okay? Calm.
Edwin, why don't you go wait in the hallway? I'll call if we need you.
Thanks.
Oh, see, now he'll believe.
Okay. What the hell happened to him? Why is he here?
Apparently, it started when Charles stole his neighbor's newspaper.
What? He never leaves the house.
Jimmy, in my opinion, Charles should be committed for 30 days of psychiatric observation. As a family member, you can submit a petition for him to be evaluated. Mr. McGill, my name is Dr. Cruz. Do you know why you're in the hospital?
The police kicked in my door. No warrant, no cause. I wasn't incoherent. They just weren't listening. They tasered me, Jimmy. It's not a situation, it's a condition. Electromagnetic hypersensitivity. For reasons unknown, my nervous system has become sensitized to certain frequencies of electromagnetic radiation. Burning sensation in my skin, sharp, cold pain in my bones, muscle fatigue, heart palpitations, blurred vision, tinnitus,
Panic attack.
vertigo, nausea, shortness of breath.
Everything.
General...
It
hurts. Yes, it hurts. You think I'm crazy?
I never said that.
No, you didn't, because you're very polite. But you think it.
I think it.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking about commitment.
You find that idea distressing.
Who the hell wouldn't? I find it inappropriate for a person suffering from a physical condition.
What do you do for light? How do you prepare food?
I use white gas lanterns. For cooking, I have a camp stove. I have a large cooler I keep filled with ice. It's not ideal, but I make do.
That wasn't a trick, it was a demonstration. This allergy to electricity isn't real. It's a manifestation of something deeper.
I'm not saying it's 100% real, okay? But Chuck is smarter than you and me put together. So we're not talking him out of this. And I'm not sending him to a rubber room.
No one is talking about rubber rooms.
He knows.
There are specialists who
He's
will
seen
be...
specialists, okay? The best doctors from here to Denver. And that white gas he was talking about, who do you think brings him that? And milk and bread and toilet paper and ice and every other damn thing he needs.
Is that helping or enabling?
Oh, come on.
If
Helping.
you testify in a custodial hearing, he can get the help he needs. What if he just hurts himself in a household accident? How does he call for help?
Who cares? It's his right to not.
You have the power to help your brother.
I mean,
Truly help
she
him.
does have a point, though.
She does, but I just think pegging Jimmy as enabling him is a little bit. They're accusing him.
Oh boy.
It worked though, because he doesn't need help.
Is of sound mind. I think we can all agree on that.
Huh?
You're a real peach, Howard. Of course you don't want Chuck committed.
No, I don't. Why would I?
Because if Chuck were committed, then I become his legal guardian and I cash him out of HHM.
Jesus, Jimmy. Now, you want to hash that out while he's lying in here?
You know,
He's
the
not
tanning bed
wrong.
must have melted your brain if you think for 1 second.
Guys, Chuck, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
I'm committing him.
Jimmy.
Wait,
Jimmy, wait.
Did he recognize that she doesn't agree?
Jimmy, wait a second. Listen, I agree that Chuck needs help, and maybe it's the right thing to do, but you can't do it like this.
I just want to see that son of a bitch sweat. It's so obvious what he's afraid of. Taking my brother home.
Now he realizes.
Want to talk about this?
There's nothing to talk about.
You took the paper, you saw this, you got sick. You think this is the return of Slippin Jimmy, but it's not.
All right.
But you think the billboard thing was unethical. It was promotion. It was advertising. That's all.
Which wasn't even allowed until 5 Supreme Court justices went completely bonkers in Bates versus State Bar of Arizona.
Aha!
But in any event...
I'm kind of starting to specialize in elder law.
Elder law.
Things the elderly have to deal with.
I got 2 wills and a trust.
You know, relatives coming after their savings, telemarketers, reverse mortgage scams. I mean, getting old sucks. I'm a good lawyer. I just needed some razzmatazz, you know, to get the ball rolling. Some showmanship. That's all it was. It's done now. It's over. Slippin Jimmy, he's back in Cicero, dead and buried.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We'll see.
Where you going?
Somebody's gonna make that coffee.
Single-breasted.
He's trying to get Matlock's likeness.
Light blue or cream?
I think the suit, no?
Yeah.
So that they would recognize him. Feel familiar.
Look at those juices. You remember those things? The little foil tops. Elder law, baby. Need a will? Call McGill.
Hello there, James McGill, attorney at law. How are you this fine morning?
I'm just fine, and how about you?
Who's the banker here? That's the only one I want to talk to. There he is. Hey, I'm good. Whoa, what a grip, young man. Yeah, watch out. That's my will writing hand. The man in the booth, John Wilkes Booth, Booth Tarkington. What you reading there? The complete annotated book of rules for parking validation?
No. The rules for parking validation are actually pretty simple.
You can have this as well. I'm doing elder law now. Need a will? Call McGill. So, give me a call if you,
Is that his daughter?
Maybe because he then has a granddaughter, right? Yep.
No car seat in the back, though. So
Not yet, though. It's 10 years before.
Oh, right. It is that long.
And the granddaughter was only like
6.
Yeah, I would say 6.
What happened?
Does Mike look younger to you or no? Like, I feel like he looks the same.
Well, I mean, the show came out later. They probably try to make him look younger. He's supposed to be younger. But the question is, who's the dad? Sorry, I mean, who's the granddaughter's dad? Like, he's the daughter's dad.
Sound like the narrator.
Uh-oh, someone's there. Easy living, bro. Recliner and a TV. It's gonna be Jimmy.
Maybe he did get vacuum guyed.
Oh, it's the cops.
Never mind.
A long way from home, aren't you?
You and me both.
Or maybe he did.
Maybe he did.
We want it. Let's go. We get a backstory. Let's go.
I don't know if he did.
His daughter looked at him, like almost like she saw.
Oh, and she called?
Like,
sorry.
I don't know. Maybe.
Wait, are we
think
sure
they-
it's... Are we sure it's not a flashback? I was gonna say, like, but yeah, probably not.
I think they've got to question him about something. That's why they're there.
Well, now remind me, in Breaking Bad, the half measure was him not killing this domestic violence guy.
Mhm.
And then
And-
the full measure was what? We
Well,
never
he
found
should
out.
have. He should have done full measure.
And then he told
right?
Walt no half measures. So we don't know
Right.
what his
And-
full measure was. Maybe he did end up killing this guy, or was that
I
revealed?
don't-
Now I'm drawing a blank.
I don't think he did. I think he was regretting not going full measure.
Not,
That he went half measure.
Tom's like, I've seen the show like 8 million times. Let me just remind you.
No, you're fine. Yes, Kevin's absolutely correct. He never specifies whether he did the full measure.
Right.
And I agree that it's Mike saying he should have, and he wishes he would have, because that girl would still be alive and not had her, quote, head caved in by a wearing blender.
Yeah, I think that was the whole conversation where he had with Walt, was like, I didn't do what I should have done because, you know, he was like hesitant about it. Like,
Which Walt was like, oh, okay, you want me to kill Gail? Gotcha.
Gotcha.
10-4.
and then they went full measure.
But I wonder if he ended up getting his full measurement. I wonder what their what they're investigating him for.
That I will not comment on.
I didn't think we would get a Mike backstory, like a Mike story. You know, I thought it was gonna be all Saul, but I'm happy that we're getting some Mike.
Yeah. Wow, I think there's going to be a lot of Mike. Well, there's going to be some Mike. Or there's going to be a lot of Mike.
I don't know how I feel about the blonde.
Kim Wexler? Is there a last name Wexler?
Well, because
Kim Wexler.
They like to do this a lot, where when there's like a big dialogue, they did it between Chuck and Jimmy. They did it between Jimmy and Kim, and then they've done it a million times during Breaking Bad, where there's a long conversation and a half of the person's face who's speaking is covered in shadow. And I always feel like in Gilligan speak, in Gilliganese, if you will.
Gilliganese.
I always feel like that's indicative of like them hiding something, like they're not being fully honest. And so I feel like Kim, she's wearing blue. I mean, maybe that's like an office dress code type thing or whatever, but I feel like at that level, I don't know, I guess he is pretty into appearances, so maybe it would be a dress code, but like also that conversation where both of their faces are half, because like I think they were both hiding things from each other, but if I were Kim, I would realize I couldn't be friends with Jimmy. Like, I couldn't be a good friend to him because I'm playing both sides here. Like, yes, I like you I like you, but I'm also, like, trying to manipulate you into doing what's
best for me. For us.
Yeah,
well, it's also, you gotta consider, it's also her job and her income.
Right, but then that's where you make the decision, like, I can't be friends with you. Because, it's unfair to you that... Like, I'm leveraging our friendship to get out of you what, like,
so she's selfish. She wants to keep her job, and she really, really likes Jimmy, and she wants to have both of those things.
And eat it too,
but they're not.
That's so unfair.
They're not compatible.
I don't see it like that. I don't see that she's selfish. I just see that she's like way too close to lose Jimmy as a friend, but she loves her job so much. It's like a lose-lose situation, you know? Like,
but the way she looked at Howard when he was like, I'm committing him, and almost like they were communicating there. Like, she's obviously doing, like, working on behalf of Howard, but then also still trying to keep her friendship with, like, that. I think that is selfish, though, because she's screwing Jimmy over by manipulating him instead of, like, being honest, and then she'd lose her job. So she doesn't want, like, I think that's, like, you can't have both here, personally. And maybe I'm just a little protective over Jimmy. I don't know.
No, you're right. She's doing politics. You know, she's like, I don't want you to get mad. I don't want you to get mad, but it's impossible. You have to pick a side. But she's like trolling around like politicians do, you know? Yeah. Like, hey, okay, you can do that, but like, don't do that. You'll hurt the other guy, and then you'll hurt me. But you can, you know, like,
it's self-preservation, which is selfish. She's being selfish. She's taking herself as a priority to others.
I just think, like, personally, maybe I'm sure, I feel like the way that their relationship is going, my guess is that she will
screw Jimmy.
Perhaps, like, go over to Jimmy's side of things.
She'll do a flip-flop?
You know, yeah, because she does. I mean, like, I'm not questioning whether or not she genuinely likes him, because I think she does. I think it's very clear.
Yes.
That she likes him as, like, a human being, but
there's so many camera angles.
That makes it worse. Like, you like this person, and yet you're, like, manipulating them. And maybe she feels like she's doing what's best. Maybe she feels like Jimmy just did. But if you really knew him, you know I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. But I too am also happy that we're getting to see a little bit of Mike now that things are leave it on a uptick for Jimmy. And then see what's going on with Mike.
I don't know how you guess the whole the elder law thing with Mike though, Blue. I was starting like that's quite the guess.
What? I can't guess anything, bro. Come on. Like, what do you want from me? I'll just.
Mike's not old. He's younger.
You think so?
Well, he has to be because this took place 10 years before Breaking Bad.
I mean, cops are on his doors now, and Jimmy just gave him his card, and he did say he's doing the elderly thing. So, I mean, you know,
gave it to him as a joke. I thought. Well, I thought maybe not.
It is related, no? Like, hey, Jimmy, I'm an elderly, and cops are on my door. You know. So yeah, but like, do you think didn't he tell Chuck that he's not gonna do these things anymore, and then he puts his face on the Jello cups?
He did. So I was wondering, like, if
yeah, but that's not Slippin Jimmy.
It's not.
That's just advertising.
It's just advertising. Yeah, but like.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
No, but he keeps mentioning Slippin Jimmy and Slippin Jimmy. I wonder if that is his. I think, and maybe this is water heater prediction and out there. I think Chuck has mental illness of some sort that was triggered by some sort of trauma, and that trauma has to do with Slippin Jimmy. And he keeps bringing up Slippin Jimmy. Like, clearly we know he's not allergic to electricity because he's in a room where there's live electric lines 10 feet from him. But as long as you take your little low-powered cell phones and pop them outside of the room 10 feet away and turn the switches off to the machines, which still have a live power line to, he's not allergic to electricity. Electricity's still there. Like, it's clearly some sort of mental illness, but he keeps bringing up Slippin Jimmy, and then when they had that scene where he's sitting on the couch and he's got the aluminum blanket over him, and then he's convinced it's not Slippin Jimmy, he can take the blanket off and
he took it off.
Go.
Yes, exactly.
It triggers it, maybe. It triggers the illness.
So some way Slippin Jimmy is
anxiety.
I can spot it because I can spot it because I am at everything that he listed in the hospital. That's a panic attack, and it makes you feel like you're gonna die. And there's something seriously wrong with you. And like, I can honestly, everybody keeps talking about how smart he is. And that's why I love Jimmy in this as his brother and advocate, because he's like, he's smarter than all of us put together. Like, this isn't a matter of his intelligence at this point. This is panic. So I think you're absolutely right that this is having to do with Slippin Jimmy or something specifically with his brother. And I think that also might be why Jimmy feels so responsible for him. I mean, like, we saw them in like when Chuck bailed him out of jail or visited him in jail or prison, or it wasn't prison, it was jail. And like, that seemed like he didn't seem anxious. He didn't seem like, it was more of like a fatherly kind of like, all right, well, we got to get this straightened out type of situation. So like, he wasn't ill then, so it happened after that. But Slippin Jimmy was already a thing at that point. So I wonder. He
was an older brother, a protector.
Yeah. But, so he left 18 months ago. He said he's been dealing with this for 2 years. So it's something that happened approximately 2 years ago.
We are getting to that, I think.
We're dialing in, baby.
That was going to be a good scene, I think. It's going to be the Jane of Better Call Saul.
Yeah, or we're way off and 2 planes crash.
Oh my God. I wonder if we see like, maybe I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna say because people are gonna say that I've seen the show and which I haven't, but like I'm not gonna say.
It was pretty wild. The pretty wild prediction. It was pretty good. It's like we know there's got to be some relationship. Like this has got to go ahead and because we know in Breaking Bad that Mike is very much involved with Saul. Like when he's sitting outside of Walter's house, like surveilling him, and the person he calls, we see, is Saul.
Yeah, they become good friends at some point.
Didn't Mike like beat the shit out of Saul once?
I think he threatened to.
Oh, he threatened to. Oh my
I don't
god!
think
Like so many people hit Saul. I forgot like who didn't.
I don't think we've ever seen Saul get in any kind of. He's always talked his way out of every violent confrontation.
Bro, Jesse beat the shit out of him.
Except when Jesse beat the shit out of him after he found out about the ricin.
Oh, that's right.
He beat the like. Oh, we
That's
can't say
right.
shit.
So, but he didn't fight back, so we know that.
Yeah.
We know Saul's not a. He's not a
fighter.
scrapper. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well.
Cool.
We're getting into it.
Yes.
Yep.
How many episodes till the season's over?
10.
Oh.
Well,
just 10.
We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more.
5 more? Wow. Already.
That's
cool. All right, cool.
Well,
wait, hold on. There's how many? There's only 5 more episodes of this season?
Yes.
There's 10.
Yes.
We've done first half.
We've done 5. There's only 5. Yeah. Crazy.
There's 6 seasons though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay,
Well.
so I'm going to say one thing. In this season, the next episode's my favorite.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
That's all.
Thanks, spoiler guy.
It's not a spoiler. It's just excitement.
It's gonna be
Stop.
good.
He's hyping up. He's selling the product, bro.
It's gonna be better than 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Oh my god.
They're all good
Kevin,
episodes,
oh my
but
God.
this next one is a doozy.
Well,
all right.
Well, hold on to your, what is it, your hat or your seat? What does she say?
Your seat.
Hold on to your, I don't know.
Seat
Hold on
hat.
to your
Fucking
seat,
Skylar.
I think it is. Hold on to your
This
seat,
one's
because
a
this one's a doozy.
Yeah. Anyways, all right.
All right.
Bye.
I'm ready.
Bye.
Okay. Good night.
Bye.